Hello, my sweet friends, and welcome in. This is a 30-minute power flow class. So it's like a vinyasa, which means it's like a flow. Every movement is going to blend into the next, and we're definitely going to play with some dynamic shapes and build up some heat in your body. This class is open to beginners and intermediates because I will be giving lots of options as we make our way through. If you want some music to listen to as we're flowing together, I've linked a playlist below. Hit play as soon as we're on the mat, and I will see you soon. Okay, if you have the playlist ready, let's hit play in 3, 2, 1, go. And we're gonna get started lying down. So take your time to get down onto your back, or if you prefer seated, you definitely can, but I'm gonna start lying down, okay? And any position that would feel nice. So maybe your feet are grounded, maybe your legs are stretched out long. Maybe resting your hands on your rib cage or your belly if you want to feel that flow and rhythm of your breath. And just noticing what's moving through your body right here, right now. Breath flow, heartbeat, emotion, maybe any other sensation that you might notice in the muscles, in the bones and the joints. Just really pulling that attention and awareness in towards yourself. Take a big inhale through your nose, expand your rib cage out wide, fill up your belly. And big exhale, empty it out. Good. We've got lots of opportunity to build up some heat in our bodies today. So let's just take one more moment to be still and to be here. Inhale. And exhale. Amazing job. If you're not on your back, please find your way there. And then let's take a full body stretch. Reach your legs out long, reach your arms up overhead. Big inhale to point the toes, spread the fingers, and soften as you exhale. Nice. Now bring your right knee in towards your chest. Hold on to it with your hands and just start to move your knee, your right leg around. Maybe just transferring it into the right hand so you can open out to the right side. Bring it back in line. You might create some circles. Yeah, take one more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Good, now hold on to your knee with your left hand. Open your right arm to a cactus shape. Let it rest on the floor. Big breath in. As you exhale, slow twist to the left. So guide your right leg over, landing in a spinal twist. Good, now notice if you feel any pressure or tension in your low back, and if that's you, put a little bend into your left knee. Just helps to soften the twist a bit. Let your right shoulder and right arm get a bit heavier, but without force. Allow your breath to really settle you into this twist. Good, now use your next inhale to come back through to center. Reach your right leg up towards the sky or the ceiling, wherever you are. Left leg is heavy on the mat. Good, now I want you to hold on behind your hamstring, interlace your fingers. Take one breath here, stretching out the back side of your right leg. Good, now take another inhale. And as you exhale, start to tuck your chin into chest and try to lift your head and shoulders up off the mat. Hold here. Maybe reach your hands a bit higher towards your calf muscle. Now flex your left foot, fire up your left quad, which means you're just squeezing that thigh. Start to lift your left leg up just a few inches. Hold. Now reach your arms straight out in front. Good. Shoulder blades are still lifted off the mat. Slowly switch the legs for 3, 2, 1. Now hold on behind your left calf muscle. Hold, hold, hold. Hug your rib cage in. Low belly draws down to your spine. Lower your right leg. Lower your head and shoulders and interlace your fingers behind your left thigh, left hamstring, stretching out the back side of this left leg. Big inhale and exhale. Good, now put a bend into your left knee. Hold on to it with both hands or maybe just your left hand and start to move that left leg around, drawing some circles, maybe just opening and closing and massaging out your hip space. Big inhale and big exhale. Amazing job. Now hold on to your knee with your right hand. Left arm opens to a cactus shape. Big breath in. Exhale, slow twist to the right side, guiding your left leg over and maybe putting a little bend into that right knee if that's what your body is asking for today. Let your body drop in and soften into this twist. One more breath. Amazing. Come back through to center and bring your legs up to a tabletop position. So your knees are stacked over top of your hips, ankles in line with the knees. Interlace your fingers behind your head, elbows are nice and wide. Take an inhale. Exhale, try to lift your head and shoulders up off the mat and hold right here. Hold, hold, hold. Now reach your arms towards the front of the mat. Hold, draw that low belly into the spine. Good. Reach your legs out to 45 degrees. Hold, bend your knees back into 90. Now hold on behind your knees. Keep a slight tuck of your chin into chest. Take a little rock back. Try to rock up slow and pause on your sits bones, or toes can always come down. Okay, again, slow rock back. Spine stays rounded. Slow, controlled rock up. Try to lift up through the top of the head. One more little rock back. Rock on up and hold Navasana boat pose. So you're grounded right on your sits bones, basically the root of your butt cheeks. You can stay here, or again, your tiptoes can always touch the mat. Maybe you flex your feet and you reach your arms right out in front. Maybe extend your legs out to 45 degrees. Good. Hold and breathe for 3, for 2, for 1. Now gentle rock back. Rock forward and through to a tabletop position. However you want to get there, okay? Have your wrists under your shoulders and knees under your hips. Inhale to lower your belly, lift your tailbone, lift your chin. And exhale, round through your spine, tuck your chin into chest. So just some movement here through the spine. Inhale, dropping the belly, front body opens. Exhale, puffing up the middle of your back. Back body expands. One more cat-cow. Inhale. And exhale. Incredible. Come to a neutral tabletop. Tuck your toes and hover your knees just a few inches off the mat. Hold, hold, hold. Now press into your fingertips, press into your knuckles. Scoop your low belly in. Imagine you're pulling it away from your pant line. Hold. Hips are in line with the shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Now step your right leg back, step your left leg back to meet it. You're in a high plank Phalakasana pose, or option to drop the knees and untuck the toes, and your knees would be just behind your hips for a modified plank. Hold for 4. For 3, you've got it nice and strong. 2, 1. Now lift your hips up, reach them all the way back for your first downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Pedal out your heels, bend one knee, then the other. Maybe shake out your head. Good. Spread your fingers wide and create a lot of length in your spine by keeping your tailbone really high. Big inhale breath and big exhale. Look forward and start to walk towards the top of the mat. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Let your upper body hang heavy over top of your legs. Maybe find a little sway of your torso, of your upper body side to side. Yeah, one more breath. Inhale and exhale. Come back through to center. Make sure your feet are right in line with the hips. Bend your knees, sit your bum down, reach your arms forward, or maybe reach them up overhead. Option to bring hands into a prayer. So you're in Utkatasana, chair pose, a deep hinge of your hips back. Imagine your bum is hovering off a chair right back and behind you. Now push into your feet and imagine you can stretch the mat out in opposite directions, firing up the outer thighs and quads. Hold here, breathe. Stand up, reach up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, melt all the way down. Now take a halfway lift as you breathe in. Bring your hands towards your shins, reach out through the crown of your head. Exhale, fold and plant your hands, step one foot back, and then the next. You're in a high plank or you bring it down to the knees. Good, hold. Now bring your right hand directly at center. Drop your heels to the right side. Lift your left arm up and hold. It can be a full side plank, or you can bring that right knee down, squeeze into that right side body, pushing the mat away. Breathe, maybe send your gaze up. Bring your left hand down to replace the right. Drop your heels to the left side. Right arm reaches up. Again, that left knee can always come on down. Try to lift out of that left side body. Push into that left hand. Reach right fingertips up. And bring your right hand down. Level your hands so they're underneath of the shoulders. Stay on the toes, high plank, or lower down to the knees. Now bend your elbows, lower halfway or all the way down, chaturanga. Inhale to lift your chest, baby cobra, or upward facing dog. You push into the feet, lift the thighs. Exhale, send your hips up, reach them all the way back, downward facing dog. Whew. Feeling that already. And it feels good. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Now on your next inhale, send your right leg up towards the sky or the ceiling. Drive up with your heel and your toes point down. Slowly shift forward. Bring your right knee through towards your chest. Try to hold here for a moment. Shoulders stack over the wrists. Now just like that angry cat in our cat-cow shape, puff up the middle of your back. Good, rounding the spine. Gives you more space to then put your right foot up and in between your hands, or you can always help it out. Keep your back heel lifted. Reach your arms forward and rise up. Crescent warrior, high runner's lunge. Back heel is lifted. Push into all four corners of that right foot. Big inhale. Exhale, prayer hands come through in front of your chest. Take another breath in. Exhale, twist to the right side and lower your left elbow down on top or outside of your right thigh. Good. Now, can there be so much active energy between the palms of your hands that it helps you to peel your right shoulder open a little bit more, chest to the right side? Good. Now stay here if it feels nice, or maintain your twist and step your left foot up to meet your right. Keep your knees bent so you're in a twisted chair variation. Send your bum down and back. Make sure your left knee and right knee are staying in line. Big inhale and big exhale. Good. Bring your chest through to center. Reach up, rise up. Inhale. Exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold, heel toe your feet out as wide as your hips. Halfway lift as you breathe in, lengthening out through your spine. And exhale, plant your hands, step one foot back, and then the next, you're in your high plank and hold, or you bring it down to the knees, okay? Check in with what's feeling best today. Right hand comes at center, drop your heels to the right side, left arm reaches up. Here we are again. Side plank, or right knee can come on down. Breathe. Maybe reach that left arm up overhead. Good, creating this banana shape in your body. Yeah, and then left hand's gonna come down to replace the right. Drop the heels to the left side. Right arm reaches up. Again, left knee can always come down. Remember your options. Maybe right arm reaches up overhead, lifting from that right side body, engaging through the left side. And right hand comes on down. Level out to your high plank, wrists under shoulders, toes tuck under heels, or the knees are coming down. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, chaturanga. Lower down halfway or all the way, elbows close to your side body. Inhale to push the floor away, little lift of the chest or full lift just like this, and your upward facing dog. Exhale, send your hips up, reach them all the way back, downward facing dog. Close the eyes. Steady your mind, steady your breath. And let that heat move through your body. Just welcome it all in. Yeah, let it unfold. Left leg is gonna lift up as you inhale. Drive up with that heel, toes point down. Slowly shift forward, left knee comes through towards your chest. Try to hold once your shoulders stack over your wrists. And again, rounding your spine. Maybe look underneath of you, puff up from the middle of your back. Keep that look forward and try to get your left foot up in between your hands. Back heel stays lifted. Reach your arms forward. Rise up, high lunge. Back heel still lifted, okay? And you're super grounded into that left foot. Big breath in. Exhale, prayer hands through in front of your chest. Ooh, inhale, I lost my poof. And exhale, twist to the left side. Right elbow comes down on top or outside of that left thigh. If you're like, what is the poof, Michaela? This is the little poof that goes on my mic, but we're just We're just gonna roll with it. Things happen, right? Push between the palms of the hands, chest stays open. Stay here, or when you're ready, keep your twist. Right foot comes up to meet the left. Keep your knees bent. Send your hips down and back for that twisted Utkatasana variation. Good, inhale. And exhale, you're doing amazing. Come through to center, stand up, reach up, breathe in. Exhale, hinge from your hips, forward fold, let your head go. Halfway lift as you inhale, finding all that length in your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step one foot back, and then the next, holding your high plank, or you might want to bring your knees down for this one, okay? Untuck your toes, because we're doing a little bit of a chaturanga push-up. So on the knees or on the toes, you choose. Bend your elbows lower halfway, elbows stay close to your side body. Press back up, hips go back to your heels, just keep your chest and gaze lifted, and come back forward again. Okay, you ready? A little bit quicker. Go bend, press, hips back, hips forward, lower halfway, push, hips back, hips forward, 2 more. Good, a little fancy tricep push-up, down, press, hips back, hips forward. Now lower all the way down to your belly, all the way down to your belly to your chest, and have your arms in a cactus shape. Bring your feet out as wide as the mat. As you inhale, start to lift your chest and hold. Maybe this feels good, okay? Use the strength in your back body, or maybe you start to lift the arms up as well. Squeeze between the shoulder blades, just an ever slight tuck of your chin into chest. Good, maybe the right leg starts to lift up. If it does, keep it straight, point the toes. Maybe the left leg comes to meet it. Feeling all that strength and length in your back body, reaching from the crown of your head all the way down to your toes. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Bring your hands beside your chest. Tuck your toes, push up to a high plank or to tabletop. Lift your hips up, reach them all the way back. Downward facing dog. Woo. We're doing it, friends. Showing up for ourselves and just feeling into that strength that we get to create today on our mats. Take a big breath in with me and a big breath out. Next inhale, you're gonna reach your right leg back up towards the sky. Good, 3-legged downward facing dog. Slow shift forward, you've been here before. How can it feel different? Round your spine as you bring your knee in towards your chest and plant your foot up in between your hands. Good, now this time walk your fingertips so they're in front of your right foot. Try to stand up into the right leg, left leg lifts any amount. Bend your right knee, left toes, tap the mat. Keep your chest nice and open, okay? Again, push into the right leg, left leg lifts. Bend your right knee, left toes, reach and tap the back of the mat. One more, stand, squeeze, lift. Bend the right knee, left toes, ground. Good, reach the arms forward, rise up, high lunge. Once again, take an inhale. As you exhale, sweep your arms back alongside your body, little hinge forward of the chest. Squeeze between the shoulder blades. Now bring your left toes in a little bit closer. Keep your right knee bent. As you reach your arms forward, stand up into the right leg. Left knee comes up to 90 degrees. Good. Push into your right big toe. I promise it's going to help with that stability. Lift up as much as you can. Now stay here or cross your left ankle over your right thigh, opening the left knee out to the left side, like a figure 4 shape of the legs. Stay here or bring prayer hands through in front of your chest and start to bend the right knee. Send your hips down and back, a figure 4 Utkatasana. Good, breathe. What do you need to do in order for this to feel good and expansive for you today? One more breath. Now strong in the right leg, stand up. Left knee comes back up to 90 degrees. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale. As you exhale, keep your arms up overhead, hinge forward, reach the left leg back, start to bend your right knee, ground your left toes, lift your chest, high lunge for 1 moment, breathe in. Exhale, drop your left heel down, arms open out nice and wide, Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Right knee is in line with your big toe, second toe. Those toes are pointing straight out in front of you. And you might look at your back foot as well. It's kind of running along the back edge of your mat. You can always angle it to 45 degrees. Inhale to reach your right arm up. Left arm goes back alongside your left leg, reversing your upper body, but your lunge, your legs stay strong as they are. Inhale and exhale. Good, now cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot. Step your right leg back to meet your left. Just a regular chaturanga. From here or from your knees, bend your elbows lower halfway or all the way. Inhale to lift your chest, baby cobra or upward facing dog, strong in the back body. Exhale, send your hips up, reach them all the way back, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Good, it's amazing how much heat we can build up in our bodies, even if we're moving, relatively slow, but there's just all that engagement to help actually create space. When we find these postures, we're creating strength and length, right? Openness for that flexibility, but also openness for those deeper layers of strength, those deeper muscle fibers to work. And of course, that's where it also welcomes in that beautiful sense of presence to just linger in all that sensation. Inhale, left leg lifts up, squeeze as you lift. Go slow, okay? Here we go, little shift forward. Make it bigger so that you can round your spine, shoulders stack over the wrists, and plant your foot up in between your hands. Fingertips are gonna reach in front of your left foot. Try to lengthen out the spine. Stand up into the left leg, right leg lifts up any amount. Fingertips are still on the ground, okay? Bend your left knee, right toes tap the back of the mat. Again, squeeze, stand up, right leg lifts. Bend your left knee, chest stays open, right toes tap. One more, stand and lift. Bend your left knee, right toes tap, hold here, reach the arms forward, rise on up. High lunge, shoulders stack over top of the hips. Big breath in. Exhale, sweep your arms back alongside your body. Little hinge forward of the chest, squeeze between the shoulder blades. Reach your fingertips for the back of the mat. Now maybe right foot comes in a little bit closer, but the rest of your body stayed the same, right? As you reach the arms forward, stand up into the left leg, right knee drives up to 90 degrees. Hold this balance. Push into that left foot, reach us up as much as you can. Now maybe stay here, it's perfect, totally fine. Or right ankle crosses over the left thigh, and you've created that figure 4 shape in your legs. Option to stay, or prayer hands come in front of your chest and you start to bend your left knee, hinge your hips back, finding figure 4 Utkatasana, chair pose. Beautiful, chest stays open as best as you can. Breathe, breathe, breathe. This is the most beautiful definition of both strength and openness. Feeling that space in that right glute, right hip, but strengthen that left leg. Now here we go, stand up into the left leg, right knee comes back up to 90 degrees, arms reach up, keep your arms up overhead, start to tilt your upper body forward, little bend in that left knee, reach the right toes for the back of the mat, ground your toes, lift your chest, high lunge, inhale, you got it. Exhale, drop your right heel down, arms open out wide, Virabhadrasana 2. So imagine you're on a bit of a tightrope, okay? Your front heel draws a line to the inner arch of your back foot, deep into your lunge. Take up space. You don't gotta play small, okay? Left arm reaches up, right arm goes back, reversing your warrior. Breathe into the left side body. Feel that strength in your lower body. Inhale. And exhale, bring your hands down to frame your front foot. Step your left leg back to meet your right, finding your high plank or down on your knees. You can always switch it up. Lower halfway or all the way, chaturanga, elbows close to your side body. Inhale to lift your chest, baby cobra or full upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, send your hips up, reach them all the way back, downward facing dog. Good, breathe in and breathe out. 2 more breaths. Maintain that length in your spine and just check in with what you need. If it means coming down to your knees, you honor that. If it means staying right here, you honor that as well. Good, now start to walk your feet towards your hands or somewhat in the middle of the mat. Let your upper body dangle heavy over top of your legs, forward fold. Amazing job. Now I want you to take your peace fingers, peace fingers, around your right big toe. Bring your left hand towards your hips so you're still in this forward fold. Lift your right heel up, so you just put a bend into that right knee. Feel more weight into the left leg. Now a tiny little bend into the left knee. Here we go. We're gonna try and stand up into that left leg. Draw your right knee up with you, keeping that bind of peace fingers around your right big toe. Hold, or that right hand can always come underneath of the right knee. Good, breathe into it, friends. Yes, we got it. Amazing. Now slowly we reverse the movement. Little bend into the left knee. Stability and strength here. Lowering right heel down, release the fingers, forward fold, let it go. Left fingertips around your left big toe, right hand to your right hip. Lift your left heel up, one step at a time, right? Tiny micro bend in your right knee. That's gonna fire up your muscles so that you're not compressing into your joints. Ready? Strong in that right leg. Keep the left knee towards your left tricep as you rise up. Stand up, stand up. Try and lift up tall throughout the crown of the head. Your left knee is going to be pretty high up there, okay? If it's too much, left hand under the left knee. Good. Hold and breathe. Draw your low belly in. Get a little bit taller. Now we slowly reverse. Start to bend your right knee, lowering slow. Your gaze starts to come down. Left heel drops. Release your left fingers, forward fold. Let it all dangle. Halfway lift as you inhale, hands to shins, find length in your spine. And exhale to fold. Plant your hands, step back to a high plank. This is your last one, I promise. Hips are right in line with the shoulders. Hold and breathe. For 4, maybe close the eyes. For 3, hug your low belly in. For 2, and 1, drop your knees down, take your knees wide, big toes come to touch, send your hips back to your heels, forehead melts down, child's pose, balasana. And let your belly be soft, little micro bend into your elbows, and let your hips get heavy back to your heels. And breathe in. And breathe out. Incredible. Start to come all the way back up to a tabletop position. And just enough so that you can come to take a seat with your legs right out in front of you. Legs right out in front. Start to bend your right knee in. Bring it close towards your chest so you got that length in your spine. But then step your left foot so it sits outside of your left leg. Right foot outside of left leg. Reach your left arm up, big inhale. As you exhale, twist to the right side, maybe hook your left elbow on your right thigh, right fingertips come back in behind you. You can always just hug that right leg in, wrapping your left arm around it. Beautiful seated spinal twist, helping to neutralize everything throughout the spine and the back body. And slowly come back through to center. Right leg comes down to meet the left. Arms reach up overhead. Breathe in. And exhale, hinge forward, forward fold. It's so totally okay if your spine is going to round here. Let it round. Let your body be where it wants to be. Good. Breathe space into the backs of the legs, lower back, and honestly, the entire back line of your body. On your next inhale, lift back up, tall spine, bend your left knee, bring it in towards your chest, hug it nice and close so you can keep that length in your spine, and then you step your foot outside of your right leg. Keep left hand on your left leg. Right arm reaches up, inhale, and exhale, twist to the left side, maybe hook the elbow. Left fingertips behind you to help keep your spine long, or maybe hug the left leg in. Good, and then soften your face. And slow down your breath. And bring everything back through to center. Good. Create a diamond shape with your legs. Bottoms of your feet touch, knees open wide. Hold on to your shins or your ankles. Breathe in, lift up through the top of your head. Exhale, forward fold. Good. And hang out here for just one more breath. You can stay here as long as you'd like, or slowly start to rise up. Maybe take a crisscross leg seat or sit back on your heels. Roll out the shoulders. And thank you so much for being here today. If you need a bit more time in your seat to just pause, to absorb your practice, give it to yourself, okay? And I can't wait to see you again and to move with you again.